Hey, family, this is Chris Clark and her husband. He's an unknown guy. Nobody really knows who he is, but this is him and her jamming to grown folks now.
I used to kick in the door and lay you down on the floor and put my smack down. And I would have you gripping the sheets, the neighbors hearing you scream, I blow your back out. I used to hit you with cash so you give me some ass, we tear them all down. But now we're getting older, we're grown folks now.
I used to slay every day, lingerie stayed in shape. I kept it tight for you, baby. I would have you climbing the walls while I was licking your balls. I did my best to drive you crazy. I used to cook every day, what you say, fix your plate and rub your back down. But now we're getting older, we're grown folks now.
And girl, you age like wine. I swear to God, it tastes better with time.
Boy, you change my mind. You're driving them down for the ride.
It goes stronger every day. And it gets stronger in every way. And it grows stronger every day. And it gets stronger in every way.
I used to trip when you're gone, but wanna go through your phone and play detective.
Why you do that to me?
I'll be out patrolling the streets, thinking you're going to creep. I felt neglected.
I shouldn't have done you like
I
that.
used to be insecure, thinking I'd leave me for sure, and kept my head down. I will call you up just to see who's around. I'll be listening in the background.
Baby, I used to trip out and shit. Might even call you a bitch. I disrespected. But I was out here being a man, executing my plan. I felt neglected. And girl, you saved my life. You're the wind that takes me high.
Change my life. You're the wings that help me fly.
Every day, it gets stronger, baby. In every way, strong, I really need you to know. It gets stronger in every way. I see you still here.
It gets stronger
By my side, baby,
every day.
you're still here.
In every way.
Yes, I feel like going home, goddammit. I feel like going. What that boy said? I feel like going on. Though the storms are raging, yes, I feel. Y'all know about goddamn he feel like going on. Y'all know what time it is. Woo! I think I cussed in the limelight in the period, but so what? I don't care. You.
If you want, baby, we can take it easy. I'm pushing up anytime you need me. Do you know I'm not misleading?
Baby.
You got me wishing you was with me. Chris,
Full court pressure, know what you need. And when it's about you, girl, I'm selfish, that's out of your chest. I'm about to oversing his song. Watch this.
Let me keep you warm in this weather now.
Loving you is my calling. Girl, I'm ready to put my all in the air.
wanna show you how it feels like to be loved. Hold you down when we pop out, girl, I hold you up. No other feelings compare to, baby.
My intuition says your love in me.
Baby,
Y'all know that's my signature.
If you feel that you
baby.
I know the way you feel and really feel like it's real.
And I'll probably wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me. Baby, baby,
You
baby.
ain't going nowhere. Just stay to love, girl, I wanna
You gotta
go
crown
there.
that shit.
You the biggest trip, I don't need no mind clear. Girl, I'm ready, let me know whenever your mind clear.
Ooh, you're taking it on my life, taking it.
The life you wanna create, baby, can I make it with you?
Say, girl, let's get it, girl. I wanna run this game with you.
Yo, not you better, don't you ever bring
Get my
no
goddamn
pain.
juice.
Babe, I'm serious, I don't mind playing the long game. Follow your lead, be your shadow, wanna be your only. When I'm in your presence, I wanna hold you closely. Give you everything I got, you
Now
is
say
what you
on.
own, man.
Oh,
Ain't no probably. Wanna know how it feels having you on this side of me. Instantly, intimacy, enjoy your company. Tenderly and gently, that's the vibe for me.
You walk down different than you walk up. It's a little snatching it down. Up is just straight up, going to the crowd, then down. Baby, y'all know what time it is, man. Hey, we don't want you to hell it up.
sometimes I feel like a motherless
Sometimes
child. Sometimes I feel
like a motherless
like a
child.
motherless child.
Baby, you got to throw that baby on the back end of that boy. Listen, today is a beautiful day. I got a wonderful message, man. This is one of them ones. I know when I done put me one together. I said I done put me one together. You ever know when you just put you one together? You can be cooking, rolling a blunt, making a salad, whatever. But when you done put you one together, you know when you done put you one together, goddammit. I done put me one together today. Check this out. Y'all know what time it is. We're going to see the first five in line. We got Faye Bay TV. Goddamn, you got to be ready. You watermelon and shit.
the dog, kicking in the dog, kicking in the dog, y'all.
We got the lovely Faye Bay TV. Those are some emojis. I think it looked like women dancing. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
that is. Is that women?
Dancing.
Black women. I don't want no nigga emojis. I'm like Uncle Rocker. Hey, listen here. I don't like nigga emojis. That's the iPhone that came out with a nigga emoji. I don't like nigga emojis. I don't like black cars, black TVs. I don't like nothing niggerish, nothing black. I don't like myself. So get out of here with them nigga emojis.
That's some dude from the Boondocks.
Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, it's just a mighty fine day. We got Tennessee Hot Chicken. She's in the house, another nigger. She said, I appreciate my sisters and brothers. I don't like no nigger gal that puts an I instead of a I letter, EYE. What the hell does that mean? That must be some Hotep Egyptian shit. The eye of horrors. You know, niggas always had a different eye, want to see everything funny. Who the hell? Oh, yes, sir. We got us a light-skinned girl here, Trey Prue. Trey Prue, you light-skinned, just the closest to white woman, just as pretty as the day is
The
long.
morning snow.
Boy, you smell like watermelons and strawberry banana pudding. Oh, hell. That's typical of a nigger. His last name Truck. You know he's a nigger. He says family. You're not no family of mine, nigger. Number 5, Chris Mayfield. Oh, we got old long head R. Kelly looking nigga with his shades on. You look at him with them earbuds in his ear. You know they say them things fuck your eardrums up. All niggas gonna be. That's why they like the music in their cars so loud. And number 6, oh hell, that's a crazy nigga with a bandana on. He says, "Here we go again. It's just a new day, a new way, a new view in you. Here we go again. Here we go again, nigga. A nigga with a bandana, a 2-pack shacker. Use the goddamn walk."
Terrence Evans, you are the walk. Your job is to come in today and sum up today's lesson. Y'all know what time it is, man. We got a good message set up for y'all today. Today's message is control your world. Control your world. Whether you know it or not, for every human on this earth, there's a world. And they be talking about the universe. I'm talking about the multiverse. I'm just one person. Oh, yeah. I went and seen Kicking with Jen page. I went to her YouTube yesterday. I didn't know who she was on Facebook, but she said she was in Apex. Funny, ironically, I went to her goddamn YouTube and she doing the mukbang shit she be doing.
For real?
You want to do?
Oh, let's get it.
Hey, look, and
I'm coming
Kicking
to
it
you.
with
We're going
Jen.
to do it together. We're going to talk about Bears and Bubbles.
Hey, look, she had one of a New Year's special. She had, now you might have not been able to eat this one. You know, on New Year's, black folks cook hog head and black eyed peas and collard greens or something. She had fucking chicken feet and pig feet and everything. I said, oh, goddamn, Kicking it with Jen. You my kind of woman. But I can't eat that shit no more. I can't eat them. I probably could. No, I don't know meat, but I could. No, I never ate chicken feet, but I ate pig ears and pig feet. That shit was like Monday's meatloaf. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna have some goddamn pig feet and pig ears.
I do want some meat again in life, though.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. It's just all depending on how I feel.
Rib.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook out definitely something. But she be doing mukbangs. She be doing a lot of funny shit. Go check out her.
Okay.
I mean, not fun, but cool shit.
What's her name on Facebook?
I don't know. It's Kicking It with Jen on
Okay.
YouTube. So I just went to her YouTube and yeah, she be eating shit and she be frying. She can cook. But yeah, she be doing that mukbang shit. And that's funny how the universe, how I just happened to ask her yesterday who she was and where she from, and she right here. And you wanted to do a mukbang. And I was like, I'm a man. I mean, maybe this fruit up here on just the morning show, but I'm not gonna sit up here and cracking. Girl, that shit running down my arm.
Look,
wife.
you know, yesterday we was talking about the attention. Remember, I would say I didn't want to feel myself working out. I like attention. I would love to be up there like, I would love that. I want to do that.
Boy, I wouldn't be able to be in the house when you do that shit because I'll be a hating son of a bitch. You know what? This is where you have to be honest in real life. Me and her have been together so long, and she has been an attention seeker and getting her attention so much. Sometime when she doing that shit, I be sitting in the background like that nigga from Belly, like, this bitch sit her ass down somewhere.
But it's so funny because, I mean, you the master teacher. Y'all got to understand, I'm getting taught every day, like all day, every day, all day, every day, whenever you feel like it.
Look, they say the marriages that work the longest, there's 2 types of people. And I'm going to say this on camera. She don't realize this. But in order for a marriage to work, you got to have a boring motherfucker who's me. I'm boring in the motherfucker. And somebody that's crazy. She's crazy. Y'all would think that I'm the crazy one.
What?
Nah. You got to think about it, Chris.
What?
Think about it. People will look at me talking on the master teacher standing up. This is a fucking show in this goddamn house. Ain't nobody here. I'm talking to a computer. Right? Whenever we go somewhere, what am I? People like, why don't you do what you do? Be funny, tell some jokes. And that's not me. This is my who I am. But you be motherfucking
I walk in like that.
Out and about, want to be up front, pushing your way in. And it works a lot because it gets us things and benefits. But as far as like she want to run up on the fucking stage and talk and do some shit and, you know, so
I'm the person, if we go somewhere and they got like anybody from the audience, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, see, that she is the crazy person in the relationship. I'm the boring person. I'm the motherfucker that's boring. I sit at the house all day. Fuck with my beats, fuck with my music. I'm more of an introverted Sagittarius. If y'all look at that shit like that.
That's why me and No Cash be having fun. Boy, me and No Cash.
They go out. Y'all go hit the mall, hit the streets. That nigga be like, hey man, you can take me to buy an outfit. I said, ask Chris, motherfucker. I don't want to go to the mall. I don't want to see no man shopping. I don't want to see no goddamn woman shopping. When I go to the mall, I go in. I know exactly. First of all, I don't go to the motherfucking mall anyway. The mall give me the fucking heebie-jeebies. It's funny how I'm just rambling now. My boys, my sons, the same way. They don't want to go into Sam's Club, Walmart, because they so used to going in with me. And I'm like, let's get in and get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, look at all these motherfuckers in here and this lines and all these motherfucking registers open and ain't nobody working them. And they so used to being with me with like, get in and get the fuck out. They be like, man, I don't want to go in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what I'm just rambling now. But what was
that was good talk though. That was good talk.
Yeah, but there was a point for all that.
I mean, you just kicking it with Jen and her living in Apex. And
oh yeah, the point was you found somebody that you can do that shit with. Mm-hmm. She's an attention-seeking whore, but I like it. And one of the reasons I liked you because I liked a woman that could stand up front and you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like a dude. I'm kind of like Billy D. Williams, you know, from Lady Sings the Blues. I like to stand high in the hole. I like to put the hole out front. I'm just nah, but I kind of just y'all seen in the past what we've done. I'm about building up black women. A lot of people think I'm not. I think that black women's voice need to be heard more than anything, especially in our generation and especially in our race. But they just got to be saying the right shit because ain't nobody gonna listen to no man at this day and age. We're in the age of the womanness, the femininity of femininity. Oh yeah, but yeah. Today's message, we're going to talk about your own world. For every human, there's a world. You live in the world of your mind. This real world is not true. Remember, we was watching The Matrix the other day. I wanted to show you that because I wanted to get your mind ready for this message. And you still was like, "What the fuck going on?" I was like, Chris, goddamn, they hooked up to the goddamn things and they program their mind and they just really in a tube and the machines are using the humans for energy as batteries.
But look, now I'm one of those people, if I ain't watch it, I'd have been over in a whole tap land or something. But once you showed me the hookup part, that's all I keep saying. So right now, am I choosing you or are you choosing me? Are we in the pod together? Remember? And look, even when we was walking this one, I was thinking to myself, I could understand how artificial intelligence can become real. You got to think everybody is tuning in, tapping in. We all giving this thing our thoughts.
I told you we're going to talk about that scientifically. I'm getting into it. We're getting into the mind. We're getting into a little science. We're going to break down all this shit while they talking about vibrations and this and that and the other. We're just gonna get into some real life, body, mind, soul, real life shit without a whole lot of foolishness, with just so you can know that I'm not up here just fucking talking. So you can know and have a foundation as you move forward in your lives with this stuff and these teachings, so that you can always have some concrete scientific method, observable, touchable, relatable data.
Okay.
It's like we could say ghosts exist, but if we ain't got no data, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about data. And data in humans are hormones. That's what data is carried on. We're going to talk about that. Y'all know what time it is. Chris Clark is going to hit y'all with the goddamn recap, baby. Let me just say this real quick, and this is a good message. I'd rather let her go shopping by herself so she can stay out as long as she wants and enjoy herself. Then she know at some point I'm going to be like, what the fuck is going on? And she rather let me go by myself because she know I'm ready to get. It's certain things we not aligned with. Don't try to walk them paths together.
And when you said, that made me think about, because the other day I wanted to go thrifting, and I was like, he's not going to go thrifting. But one of my homeboys, he don't mind going thrifting. He would go thrifting. He liked doing shit like that, like picking out antique stuff, like for his house. But I would be getting clothes and stuff like that. So I'm just saying how you have friends that you align with to do certain things with.
And I'm like, thank you, homeboy, whoever you is, if thrifting makes her happy, if you willing to go thrifting to get some pussy, you're a better man than me.
No, it's not
I'm
gonna-
just
Which color came and did the air?
Mhm.
You would go thrifting.
Okay, hey, thank you, thrift man. I'm not doing it. I just be in that bitch looking and reaching in pockets, and I get mad. Man, somebody done left some goddamn money in the coat pocket.
You
in
know
his mouth.
those people that work in the store would have got it already.
They might not check all the pockets.
You got to. I thought they cleaned it a little bit.
Do your recap, baby.
Recap. Okay, so yesterday's message was appreciate yourself. And I thought about it during COVID. It should have showed a lot of people how they appreciate themselves, how they value themselves and the people that they're attached to. A lot of people broke up. A lot of people realized they were stronger together. So that message really made me think about how you appreciate yourself and also and what that value looks like. So when you was talking about the things you do for yourself, one of the things that I didn't used to do for myself that I learned along this journey I started is I would take a bath. Not that I've never taken a bath, but what I'm saying is I had turned the bathroom into an oasis. I had party lights in there and all type of stuff. Like
I'll talk about that in a minute.
the time that I would spend, I'm like, well, if I could get ready for a club, right? Like say you drink before the club or whatever, get your outfit out and stuff like that. I turned my bath time, my routine into a outing, into a thing. But the whole process would take like 4 hours. By the time I would finish with it, like totally clean the bathroom from top to bottom. They're gonna pick me out an outfit I'm gonna have on afterwards, put all the lights up, cut me up some fruit to put in it. You know, I probably spent the least amount of time in the tub, the most amount of time getting it together. But, just having your music on, your surround sound and stuff like that. And so those things made me appreciate myself more. And it was just something for me that said, I don't know, just looking at my body and, taking time to look at each toe and each finger and looking at your neck, the things that we're asking men to pay attention to, asking them to appreciate us, but we don't take the time to appreciate it ourselves. So I was like, I'm going to get to know me that have nothing to do with entertaining, no attention from I was like, I'm not going to seek any attention from any outside people or things. It's just me putting attention on myself. And that really added how I started to build, that appreciation for me, along with, like I said, everything else as far as my education. And I know my teacher said, what do we have outside of that? But for a person like me that didn't care anything about education, the thing that Bears and Bubbles is telling you to do is use your mind. And so school has helped me in smaller increments appreciate the ability of my mind that I didn't think I had. Master teacher, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get it.
I remember during that time period, she was like, I want to get to know myself and bathe and learn my body and all this shit. She's like, I don't want to have sex for like 3-4 months. I was like, bitch, are you crazy? But I was like, hey, live here. Shit, if you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you do. But she really learned a lot about herself. She redecorated and whole bathroom. And I would tell you what I think she decorated. Y'all ever seen that lo-fi shit? It'd be like music and little backgrounds with music live. She put up neon lights. It was pretty, I ain't gonna lie. But the shit looked like a fucking nightclub in the bathroom.
Indeed.
I said, man, let me let her have this shit right here. First, she used to put it up there and take it down because I was like, Chris, this shit is crazy. Then I was just like, leave this shit up. And she left it up. And then after a while, now this shit is there. And she got tired of being a fucking nightclub bather. But
I'm gonna get it back.
we adjust. Ye are gods. Everybody has their own world. I want to show y'all how the world works and how the mind works. And I'm going to talk a little science. We ain't going to get into the esoterics of it. But here and there, we're going to get esoterical. Here and there, we're going to get hotepish. I'm fucking with you. Here and there, we're just going to let the master teacher break this shit down simple and plain. Okay. COVID shots. Everybody living in a different world. You don't actually live in the world. You live in your mind. You live in your mind. Like the Matrix, your mind is programmed. It has a program. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, your past memories, that is your program, depending on who put that in you. Mm-hmm. Some little kids, you can go outside and you see a motherfucking snake, and that little kid be like, a snake. Hey, I seen some shit on TikTok the other day. This little girl that bought a goddamn snake in the house, and mama up on the couch, baby, please go take it outside. The little girl don't even old enough to really get what's going on, and the snake just chilling, because the snake don't feel no harm from the baby. He be like, but if you bring your adult ass off this couch, I'll fuck you up. And this little baby is holding this big ass snake. This little baby doesn't have any feelings, memories, thoughts, and perceptions about snakes. Mm-hmm. This older woman do. So this baby and this goddamn older woman are dealing with the same experience in the same physical external world, but they having two different visions of it. You live in the world of your mind. What do you mean, Javon? Your eyes. Your eyes see, hear, and your ears interpret it. Vibrations go in your ears, like we talk about. We don't want to get into too much, but vibrations, everything is a vibration. Touch is atoms. Me right now, if I touch that camera, those are atoms moving around in that camera. That's vibration. Me, you're hearing me now because my vibrational sound waves are going through your eardrums, making something happen. You seeing me because light is reflecting off your eyes, bouncing, and your brain is interpreting. Guess what? Blind people see shit differently than you. Piano don't look like a piano look to me as it looked to Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder don't really know what black and white look like if he really blind. Stevie Wonder know what black look like. Hey, what do you see, Stevie? Nothing. That's black, nigga. Now, we can't help you with no other colors. We can tell you the sky's blue, but his mind can't form anything to make that. His mind can't form how Paul McCartney or Michael Jackson look. He can hear them. Stevie Wonder don't know how anything looks. So in his mind, somebody said, Stevie Wonder, man, you ride around in a badass Rolls Royce, man. He like, I don't give a fuck what kind of car I'm riding around in, man. If I did, it's only because I want to be Stevie Wonder and show off. But deaf people hear dog barks differently than you. So when you say that's a dog, you got a sign language for dog. A deaf person could be like, yeah, a dog. You know what I'm saying? But when you say the dog makes a sound, woof, 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 that deaf person don't hear a dog like you hear a dog. Because that deaf person doesn't have a memory of a sound. Get this now. We all living in our own world. Your mind. You don't even actually live in the physical world. You live in your mind. Mm-hmm. Get deeper, Javon. Or get simpler. We don't never want to be deep. We live in our own minds, not this world. Our world is not outside us, in our mind. Why are you saying this, Javon? We see the images of this world in our mind. Shit look different to the blind person. Shit sounds different to the deaf person. There are as many worlds as there are minds. See, I just read what I wrote down. I just taught it, and then I read you my little short notes. There are many worlds as there are minds because people are seeing things different. We do stuff in our life. Watch this. We do stuff in our life. Remember I said happiness comes from happenings. But there are certain happenings that don't make you happy. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for something to happen that make you happy or sad, you're actually looking for the outside world to stimulate you. Your boy said something the other day. He jumped into my message earlier. He said there are certain physiological things that happen when you feel certain emotions. All that is hormones. Hormones are the what? Decoders. They're telling you how to feel. Your hormones say, hey, it's this time of the month. You're about to drop an egg. I need you to feel sultry and sexy and horny, bitch. Hormones say, hey, it's PMS. It's getting time to my time of the month. I need you to be a bitch because you really need to just be by yourself. Back in the day, they used to call her, where grandma at? Oh, she on the rag. She just laid up on the fucking period rag all day. She ain't had to do nothing. Her friends came by and helped her and took care of her family. That's what the village did. When somebody was on the rag, y'all heard that she on the rag. Leave that bitch alone. Because she needs to be by herself. She needs to be by herself because her body is going through a period of dying. The life-giving is dying, replenishing, and she about to start all over again. Come off that bitch, off that rag. 4-5 days, she ready to fuck. That's how certain things go. But what I'm simply saying to you is, we do stuff to make ourselves happy or feel good. No one does things to make themselves feel bad. We may do something to feel good and the result is feeling bad. Like me, I like to have a little drink every now and then. I like my liquor straight. I like vodka straight. So when I'm drinking my vodka, I drink the little bottles like that. And I might drink me one. Fuck it, I'm going to drink. I'm not going to lie to you. I shop them bitches. The bottles like that, airplane bottles, blah, 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 blah. And on the average, I'm going to get me 4. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get 4. If that's just a chill deal day. If I'm just saying, hey, man, I'm going to have me a drink tonight, I'm going to get me 4 shots of vodka. If I'm saying I'm going to go in the studio and goddamn make me a song and make me a beat, I know me. Give me 6 shots of vodka and a 6-pack. That's how I made that album, right?
Yeah.
Other day, I'm in here last week. Hey, man, I'm going to make me a song today. I know my plan. I know what gets me in the mood, in the right vibe. And it ain't saying I can't do it without it, or I won't be as good without it, or I might be better without it. All I'm saying is, when I'm ready to make me a song, give me 6 of them baby boys and 6 of them small short Heinekens. And I sit down at the keyboard. Dun, dun. A baby 1 + 1 is 2. From there, Chris, I'm like, oh, got me some, Chris. Oh, baby, you and me are forever. And we gone. See, that's a vibe. That's my world. Somebody else's world, in their mind, like, oh, man, when I get 2 shots of liquor, I can't drive. No. Listen, let's get into the message tomorrow. Let's make it plain. We do stuff to make ourselves happy, like shop, spend time with family, vacation. Basically, we just chasing sensory pleasures. What do you mean, Javon? Shopping, all it does is releases hormones and chemicals in the brain that make you feel a certain way. Chocolate, eating, spending time with your family just releases hormones. What I realized, can we make these hormones release without wasting time, energy, and effort in this destructive world? We're going to get into this shit. What are you trying to say, Javon? I'm trying to say the outside world don't do nothing but stimulate your brain to release hormones. So the same thing that you get from a high from cocaine, your brain will release the same chemical from you doing something else that you decide to like. And who's to tell you what to decide to like? That's based on your past, your memory, your frame, and all that shit. Oh, let's get deeper. We waste time, money, energy, seeking happiness in the external world. Jay-Z said something on Kevin Hart's show the other day. They said, Jay-Z, you know, you're a father. How do you live your life? Jay-Z said something amazing. He said, well, I'm very careful about what I go outside for. Kevin said, what do you mean, Jay-Z, man? What you mean going outside? He said, well, you know, I have these 2 kids. And he said, basically, why the fuck would he leave the house? He said his life is dedicated to the children and the little ones he made. So he's really not trying to spend no time away from them. How we look at the world, perception, reality, senses. Let me give y'all some game. My whole life I wanted to, and I ain't do it like exactly like I wanted to, but I'm here. My whole life I said, I want to goddamn work, figure out a way to make my money, an empire. When I get 40 years old, have a child so I can live my life opposite of the world. What you mean opposite of this world, Javon? Well, I have my own world. I just told you everybody has their own world. Regardless of the way the world is set up, I have my own world because I have my own mind, I have my own senses. So what do you mean, Javon? Well, everybody else in their world, it's not the world, it's your world. It's not reality, it's your personal reality. Sometimes we allow people to place their ideas, thoughts, beliefs into us. Preach, Javon. Well, they told me, have kids at 20, 21, 22. Put your kids in daycare because you can't afford to homeschool them. Put your kids in daycare. Go out and work. Let somebody else raise your kids. Watch your kids. Now work for 40 years. When your kids get grown, continue to work by yourself. And at 70, you can retire. Oh, the time that I have to chill, I would rather chill raising my kids than chill by my goddamn self as an old ass retired motherfucker. So what are you saying, Javon? Well, I kind of didn't got it like that. I wish I would have stacked more paper or had more investments, but I'm kind of like, well, you know, in the second half of my life, from 40 to 80, I'm going to enjoy being a father sitting on my goddamn ass. I done had homeboys who try to put their world and their mind in me and say, man, you gonna be a stay-at-home daddy, a bitch-ass nigga. Jay-Z's a stay-at-home daddy. What motherfucker wouldn't want to spend, what woman wouldn't want to spend her time raising her children? So from 20 to 40, I'm working. Now my children gone. Now I got to give you 20 more years. And when I retire, I'm by myself. And oh no. By the time I get 65, 70, Crystal gonna be married a rich motherfucker. Hey, baby, tell that goddamn boy if your husband of yours to come over here and get me and your mama straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking that on my daughter gonna marry a rich motherfucker with a big dick that take good care of her. Yes, sir. Take good care of her. And she gonna, my daddy taught me how to cook like a motherfucker. So I got you on the house and shit. What are you trying to say, Javon? The world is basically just something you go out into. And it can stimulate any hormone in your mind. Because some people go out into the world and let me tell you something about me in my world. I didn't get no COVID shots. I didn't take no COVID pills. Because in my world, I was healthy, motherfuckers. In my world, I thought that shit was for big, fat, sloppy, lazy motherfuckers, if you want to know what I thought. That's what I thought COVID was. I thought it was for old motherfuckers. I was smoking reefer, drinking beer and liquor during the motherfucking COVID. I wasn't wearing no motherfucking mask. I wasn't getting no motherfucking shots. And guess what I was doing every day? Because y'all saw it. What we do every day, Chris. Got up and worked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So when I thought I had COVID, I was working out and something hit me and I got sick than a motherfucker. And I was sick 2 weeks. And when I came up out of it, it's the first time I ever said, Chris, I might need to go to the doctor. When I came up out of it, I said, shit, let me get my ass back up and go to walking. It was about 2 weeks. It was probably about 4 days. That's how my body worked. About 4 days, I said, man, let me go back walking. Me, Chris, and Lynn went walking. I walked from my house to the stop sign. I got to the stop sign. I had been jogging anyway. I said, God damn, I'm tired. I had COVID. I knew it immediately. So then what I did was I called my homeboy, who is a doctor. I said, hey, what the fuck is they talking about that's going to help for COVID? Other than he said, man, fruits, such and such, such and such. I said, okay. Went out and got some zinc, some quinine, some goddamn, what else I get? Zinc, quinine, ginger, different shit. We start taking that shit. You gonna get a COVID shot? No, man. My senses ain't like yours, motherfucker. I don't get scared of the air, motherfucker. See what I mean? Different worlds. And everybody's a different world. And if everybody's a different world, everybody's world can affect your world. So it's very key who you align to. Remember I said how your thoughts go out. Let's get back into this motherfucking mess. We waste time and money seeking happiness and goodness in the external world. Watch this. Some shit that you see and some shit that I see could see the same thing. You say is bad, I say it's good. Man, he blew that motherfucker's head off, man. That what the motherfucker get. You know, oh my God, he just took a human life. And some people say, hey, play childish game, you get childish rewards. You see what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers look at traces of death, and death shows different. I can't look at P Valley. I don't watch gay man shows. I don't watch deaf man shows. But some people do. If they do, they can. I don't give a fuck about that. Your world. Some people can look at gay shows and don't get stimulated. I'm scared. If I look at the shit, I never know what'll happen to me. Oh, my dick got off. Let me go hide. Go hide. Some shit I don't want to know what happened to me. You wake up and a man sucking your dick, I bet you still feel good. Might, but I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be drugged and wake up and Bill Cosby sit there like, I suck dick too, nigga. You ain't know. No, I don't want to go through that. Over time, things don't affect us the same. Your drug don't affect you the same. That nigga hollering at you, telling you, bitch, I own you, don't affect you the same. What the world? He's my world. He's my world. He's my world. When I was in church, he's my rock. Jesus, you're going to go to hell if you don't do this, that, and the other. That shit used to scare the fuck out of me. I ain't scared of that no more. What happened? Did God stop being real? Did Jesus stop being real? No, my mind just changed. My world is my mind. What are you saying, Javon? Some people, you can hit them on the butt with a paddle and they say, motherfucker, you crazy? What the fuck is wrong with you? And some people, you can hit them on the butt with a paddle and they'll say, ooh, yeah, hit me again, child. That shit feel good. Some people join fraternities. Oh, you got to hit me? No, I don't want to be in there. I don't know what you do. School days fucked it up. You shouldn't have never made school days. How do you? I wouldn't feel right hitting another man. Slap. Oh, big brothers. Man, I can't do that. That shit feel faggoty, man. That shit feel. Man, now what I got to do? You got to beat him. For what? Beat him on his ass. You ain't got to pull his pants down for real. I thought this shit was on TV. Beat him, brother Javon. Oh, man. God damn. Go ahead, bro. Bring this shit over. Slap. Man, that shit don't feel nothing. What we doing this for, man? What we hitting these boys for? It's like joining a gang. Funny with black people, all you got to do is take an ass whipping and be in something. No, if you want to be in my gang, go beat Debo up. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you in the game because you folded up in a fetal position and let 10 motherfuckers stop you. I'm tough. And the nigga standing there like, yeah, nigga, you took an ass whooping and didn't die. You're loyal forever. That's their world. Yeah. What make you think I'm gonna be loyal to somebody that beat my ass to get in? Come on, man. Come on now. Over time, things don't affect us no more. Things don't feel the same. At one time, that girl was your world. You done gave her the sun, the moon, the rain, the stars, and the mountain. You give her the world and all that she lived for, and even more. If y'all break up, you could be on Facebook. That bitch ain't shit. My baby mama ain't no good. You can have a baby by a motherfucker. Let's get married, baby, at the altar. All that shit, right? Maybe at the altar.
It sounds like one of those infomercials that have all the songs going through. It is another one.
Hey, you can get this at Pueblo. What's the easy say? Pueblo, Colorado. Meet me at the altar in your just 2 days later, you tired of that bitch. You can feel like you wanna dance with somebody. Woo, that motherfucker stand up, he's short. You be like, no, I don't. What are you saying, Javon? What are you saying? Yeah. Over time, things don't feel the same. It's your mind. Now let's get into some science. Let's just be real. Because I got to bring it all together for my black peoples. For my black peoples, yeah. Imagine a mother, a loving, caring mother, who's actually a loving, caring wife. When she hugged her husband and she hugged her son, their brains don't release the same chemicals. Same woman in the same physical world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, give me a hug. Don't release the same chemicals of happiness in that little boy's brain that it does when a man hugs his wife. Why, Javon? Same woman, same exact woman, same exact person. She is who she is. Why is that the case? Because, simple. That hug triggers hormones. It's just an external reaction triggering hormones. Well, the baby don't have a memory of dick getting hard and sexualist and hasn't been perverted yet. Sometime when a woman hug her husband, that nigga said, bitch, if you don't get your fucking hands off me, he don't get that good feeling that you would think he'd get. So it's the same woman. Over time, a kiss from the same person could go from, yes, kisses and butterflies, to goddamn, man, fuck this bitch. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed but your perception. All that has changed is your mind. When your mind changed, your world changed. Ooh, good God almighty, Javon. You giving these folks something. I hope they really understanding this shit. See, outside external things in the world, all they do is trigger hormones in your mind. Do y'all feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shit that you were afraid of at 5, you're not afraid of at 10, 15, 20. At one time, I liked the movie Belly, Shotters, Boys in the Hood. I hate that nigga shit. When I was young, my world loved that. My mind loved black men shooting. Let's go get it, baby. Now, after I done grew and my memories, my feelings, and my thoughts have changed. So when I see a nigga looking tough, I said, this motherfucker gonna be dead quick. Moving forward. Ye are gods. That's what it says in the Bible. Ye are gods. Why? Because you have your own world. You have your own world. All you have to do is control it. What if someone lost their memory? The things won't affect them anymore. I see this thing, it's this guy. I love watching it. I don't know why I love watching it. It's this old white man on TikTok who got dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever the fuck it is, the thing that make him lose his memory. And he's so innocent. And his dad, his son, he got 2 sons. And he lived with one son 1 week and then one son the other week. And the dad, the son always can tell when his dad coming out. And some days are, he say, good days, and some days are bad days. Mm-hmm. But the dad always come out the room and it's like, hey, Mark. He be scratching his arm. Hey, Mark, where's John at? John, Dad? Yeah, where's John at? Dad, that's your 3rd son. He died 30 years ago. Really? My son John died? Oh, man. Jesus. Well, what about my cousin Phil? He died too. Man, everybody's dying. Can I go get some ice cream? Sure, Dad. That shit don't make him cry nothing. But he don't really remember it. He just thought of John, but everything associated with John, his dementia didn't kick in. And it's not funny, but it just be so cool. Where one episode the other day, the dad went in the bank, and the people in the bank don't care nothing about him having no fucking dementia or Alzheimer's or none of that shit. So he tried to let his dad do things that he would normally do, but he watched him. So his dad, he normally give his dad $50 a week to get some snacks. So his dad go in the bank to get the $50. He come out, they get to the store. The dad turn around like, I'm buying snacks for everybody. This man 91, 92. He like, Dad, you ain't got enough money. Dad pull out the envelope. He counted. Dad then withdrew $5,000 out the bank. The bank don't care. This is his ID. This is his money. The bank looking at it like, well, somebody might have said, you know, he got dementia. Well, ain't nothing we can do. He's a grown-ass man walking here asking for his money. The son said, Dad, why you get so much money? He said, I just felt good today, and I just wanted to give everybody ice cream. Old ass man. He said, come on, Dad. He took him back to the bank, and the dad put the money back in, and the dad was just sad. Now, when they told the motherfucker all his family died, he said, oh, man, everybody's dying. Can we get some ice cream? He took $5,000 out the bank to get everybody ice cream. He wouldn't let him buy everybody ice cream. That motherfucker got to crying. That's his world, his mind. I'm trying to show you everything that means something to you really don't mean what you think it means to you, or everything that you think you're afraid of and everything you think is designed to hurt you. It's not really that way. It's just the way your mind is perceiving the world. I don't be afraid. You ever seen a motherfucker that was external world just actually. External world, all it does is activate hormones. And you get up and you go out looking for serotonin. You go out looking for dopamines. You go out looking for oxytocin. So you think that you love this man. No, this man making you shoot oxytocin out, so you bonding with this man. You see what I'm saying? When you having this baby, if you breastfeed, it causes more oxytocin. So women that breastfeed have a stronger bond with a baby. But if you're not breastfeeding, you're not going to bond with your baby like that. It's hormones. It's hormones. There are certain hormones that trigger when you get angry. Certain hormones trigger when you get sad. Somebody can see somebody bullying somebody. Same physical, external thing in the world. I was the type of nigga, I never liked niggas bullying people. But somebody can see somebody bullying somebody. They say, ha, 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 that's funny, he getting bullied. And I get mad, leave that motherfucker alone. Different world, different mind. I got bullied, pushed around, so I don't like seeing it. A motherfucker that might have been a bully, love to look at that shit. Just all depends. Being born again, whether you know it or not, I call this a blue dot bubble, baby. Because we actually need to be born again. That's what Nicodemus said to Jesus. Jesus said, unless you be born again, you can't see the kingdom of heaven. Ooh, what is heaven? The highest part of our mind. Unless you be born again, unless you start all the fuck over and create a new world for yourself. I'm creating a new world. I went to the library yesterday right after class and typed on the sitcom and made a beat in the library, and it felt good. I wouldn't have knew that felt good if I wouldn't have tried it. I had to change my mind, which is in turn changed my world. Mm-hmm. You got to find new activators. You just got to find new activators. The shit that you think make you feel good, you got to find new activators, more activators. Cars don't make rich people feel good no more. Rich people want new acquisitions. Can I buy this? Can I make some more money? Rich people don't be like, yeah, as soon as I get some sneakers, I'll feel better. Rich people like, man, I don't give a fuck about no sneakers and no car, no shit like that. That don't excite me. It's like a kid's world. Some kids in their world, their personality, their real world. Hey, Jimmy, if you don't do good, you're going to be on red. The way my world is set up, my mama, aunties, daddies have taught me, if I'm on red, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Don't put me on red, teacher. I promise I'll sit in the corner and I won't do nothing else the rest of this day. Why? His thoughts, his beliefs. That's his world. Mm-hmm. Whereas little Jaquan, we're going to put you on red. Fuck red. You can put me on blue, bitch. I wouldn't give a fuck if you put me on every color in the goddamn book. Because in his world, his mama going to laugh. You know, Jaquan told them motherfuckers that they can put him on every goddamn color in the book. That's how I trained Davion and day one. God damn it, you get on red, that's goddamn real severe punishment. Why? Because I want you to believe school is the most important place to behave. You got to become a new blue dot bubble, baby. You can put anything in front of Crystal. I seen this little boy, goddamn, they had Michael Myers, the goddamn Halloween show. And him and his daddy was standing there with the little boy, and Michael Myers walked up behind the daddy and touched him on the shoulder. The daddy turned around and jumped like a motherfucker. The little boy reached up and stuck his hand out. Give me 5, motherfucker. He ain't never seen no goddamn Halloween. He don't know no goddamn Michael Myers is. That ain't his world. Some shit don't scare certain motherfuckers. You can't scare me with a gun. I'm serious. I know techniques to take guns from people. I'm not saying them all that. I just think you pull a gun on me in close range, I'll try to take that bitch from you. You pull a goddamn knife on me? Hey, my friend, I from the knife. For some reason, I'm scared of a knife. See, a gun, I might do my little thing. And if I get shot, okay, I get shot. Oh, but a knife, you got to goddamn grab that bitch. You gonna get cut on the hand, isn't it? Oh, no, sir. You pull a gun on me, I'll try to save my life. You pull a knife on me, back up, Jack. Back up, Jack. I will back up. What do we need to do to find these new activators to change our world? What do we need to do? There's some shit you can do in your goddamn house that's better and more whatever. It's not better because it ain't no better and worse, because to me, some people stealing is bad and some people stealing is good. We as black people, we very spiritual. I want to be nice to everybody. I want to help everybody out. I want to help everybody out. I want to be nice. Nice motherfuckers are the last place on the earth. It's black people. Maybe we saying we spiritual because we scared. See, in everybody else's world, they said, we spiritual. We ain't not mean like the white man. I said, no, we bitch ass scared niggas. That's how I see it. I got a different mind. What do we need to do? What did the alcohol used to do for you? Start looking in this shit. What chemicals does this? I actually looked up when I was about to quit smoking goddamn Black and Mild gas. I said, what chemicals do nicotine do? What does it do for me? And then I started searching for other things that did the same thing for me that nicotine did. And when I researched it, it says you got to get you a special dick beater. I'm playing. Start realizing what chemicals. Y'all might think I'm crazy. What did the alcohol do? What did that person do for me? Huh? You ever notice that war veterans, you can't scare them motherfuckers with certain shit? Man, I want to be on the street homeless. Man, you ain't scared out of them motherfucker. I was in Vietnam in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Prison nigga. Y'all remember Friday? Different niggas. Different niggas. When he pulled that gun out on Craig, when Craig, they was fighting, and Craig pulled that gun out, everybody got scared. Mm-hmm. Oh! Even Craig daddy got scared. Don't do it, son. I don't want you to shoot him. I'm afraid that you're going to go to jail. What Debo said? What you going to do with that? Something make me mad. Different world. You laughing. You laughing. What, you had to gum me or something today? No. Why am I so entertaining to you today? You look cute.
Thank you. This is funny.
Okay, Debo said, what you going to do with this shit but make me mad? He's got no goddamn gun. Mm-hmm. That'd have been me. I'd have said, oh, motherfucker, you fighting unfair now. Get this motherfucker. Man, you ain't gonna shoot me in front of your mom and daddy, is you? Come on, man, don't kill in front of your mom and daddy. Mm-hmm. I was in a car wreck. My world changed. And as I was in the car wreck, back in the day, anything, something happened to me, I said, oh, Jesus, 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 help me, Jesus. Jesus, not Jesus. And when my mind changed, my world changed, I was in a car wreck, and the car, somebody clipped me in the back, and I was going off the road up a hill into an embankment. Fasten a motherfucker, off 40. Fasten a motherfucker. Some said to me, hold the wheel tight. You can't do nothing but crash into a fucking tree and T-bone this bitch. But you'll be okay. I held the wheel tight. I could see the tree running over all of a sudden. Boom! You remember the Honda when I first met you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember I wrecked that son of a bitch? Boom! T-bone that motherfucker. Airbag bust out. Hit me in my face. Bow. First thing my mind said, can I move my neck? Hell yeah, I can move my neck. Let me get out of this fucking car. Got out the car, walked down the hill. I won't say it. Different people have different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good brother. I like the brother Charleston White. I always give him props. I think he's like a new Dr. King of our era or something. You know, he's making motherfuckers really question the fuckery of us. And he's calling the fuckery to the board that a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't do. And everybody says, oh, somebody gonna kill him. And he said all the time, I ain't scared to die. He said, I'm willing to die behind this shit, go to jail, or kill. That's his saying. I'm willing to go to jail, kill, or die behind this shit. So when somebody said, think about Dr. King. Man, you marching. Dr. King, man, I'm ready to die behind this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the world of moving 300.
Mm-hmm.
Spartans, boys are born. Forged in fire. The Spartan creed. To die in the field of battle. That's what them motherfuckers hope happened to them. Muslim, them motherfucking Talibans,
Mm-hmm.
them terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Man, put me in the motherfucking truck, man. My bitch was tripping this morning. I ain't got money to pay my man. Put me in the motherfucking bomb truck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't send me to motherfucking paradise because they got different thoughts, memories. Their world is different.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese kamikaze pilots, the ones that goddamn left Japan. That's how you know the world is round when niggas get to talking dumb. These motherfuckers couldn't leave Japan going goddamn west. They'd have had to fly over Africa, all over the goddamn world to get and over the fucking United States.
Mm-hmm.
That's how dumb you motherfuckers are.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have had to fly over the United States, over North Carolina, all the way. No, them motherfuckers left Japan, went on the backside of the globe, and showed up right there in fucking Hawaii. And they didn't give them enough gas. Hey, man, are you going to be one of the kamikazes? Hell yeah. Put me on that motherfucker, man. That's what I want. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
Just give me $5. Just give me just enough to get there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash that motherfucker. Boy, I'm gonna be I'm gonna crash. Woo, boy.
Yeah.
Different world, different mind.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into that more. I'm telling you, you control your own world through your mind. I'm gonna make this shit real to you.
Let's give it up for the master teacher. Let's give him some hand claps, some soul pumps, some blue dots, some kisses, some flowers, some something. Just let them know another great ass message is appreciated. Oh man. Oh yeah. I love it. I love what you're doing. I think everybody constantly we appreciate how you make it so relative. These messages so relative to life. Remember, he has to do this because we're supposed to be able to do this by ourselves, but because we are having problems paying attention to what our minds are doing, all of us been moving in default. We need these tools to help get us back on track. Some of the things I thought about is when you said the different words, like with the mother when she hugs you versus, her husband versus the kids. I thought about our kids and how they saw us as rich when we had all those cards and stuff like that. And I worked all the time. And yeah, I'm making $4,000 or $5,000 a month. However, we are living to the max. We in debt. You know what I'm saying? So when we gave everything back and I filed bankruptcy, that's when I felt rich because I finally got to see the money. And they felt poor. and they like, how did y'all do this to us?
They were like, we was getting dropped off in fancy cars. We ain't got to pay for that shit no more. We keeping this money.
We're so happy. So the things that they saw us be able to do, or just me being able to have a smile on my face because, to work that hard and then come home and then have to give it all out. And they say he got a Benz. He don't care nothing about it. He got blunts and shit everywhere, Gatorade shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a Range Rover. This shit is so expensive to fucking get fixed. And remember, gas had went up back then and stuff like that. So yeah, so
And think about this: we moved home and put the shop in the house,
Mhm.
and got rid of some debt.
Yeah.
So what people see now of us,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't rich. I just made my world change.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a used car that's paid for.
Yep.
That bitch break down, we'll get us
Buy
another one.
another one. Yep. Exactly. And what else I thought about? I thought about when Christians, like people used to ask us when you first started talking about religion, people used to be mad. You're not Christian. You don't believe in God. You're not Christian. I'm like, first of all, Christians said I couldn't be Christians because I couldn't be a Christian because in their world, Jesus is the only way. But that's not the world I grew up in. I've been in a lot of different religions. I understood how different religions, they proved their point on why they picked their, their prophets or their messiahs and their way to their paradise or whatever. And so I didn't subscribe to Jesus being the only way. And I started to have people telling me, well, I couldn't be Christian if I didn't believe in that one simple concept. Because in their world, that is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? I also thought about, I thought about when you talk about breastfeeding, how women, or how I felt about breastfeeding versus getting your titties sucked.
Yeah.
It's a different it's a different world. It's a different world. And women be willing to give up the breastfeeding so they could get their titties sucked. And he came here for the breastfeeding. So in one person world, that's everything to them to be able to give life to their child. In another person world, them being able to be sexually stimulated, especially if that's their spot, that's their world. That's what they want to do with it. So I could really see how you juxtapose how you juxtapose each thing. So I think it was a great message.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people don't realize in America, this is a capitalist nation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you a perfect example. And I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to sound like T.D. Jakes or someone. I'm trying to be serious. This is a capitalist nation we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll pervert anything for money. So in America, we'll make breast sucking sexual so that we can sell formula.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'll sexualize titties so that women will say, I don't want to breastfeed because I don't want my titties. I want my titties. We done made titties for men sucking.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
We think in America, titties is for men to suck.
Mm-hmm.
When I met my wife, she was like, we was just like, I ain't got no titties. I said, I wouldn't give a fuck if you didn't have no titties. I don't give a fuck about sucking no fucking titties.
Mm-hmm.
But I will. I'm always gonna test suck. If she respond right, I'm like, okay, she like getting a titty suck. I suck these motherfuckers. But if I suck them motherfuckers and she just like, titty sucking ain't. Some women you can lick them and lick their pussy and they be like, that ain't my thing. You can tell. You can tell. I'm always give them that test suck, that test lick. Then I'm gonna slide down to that tank meat. Then I'm gonna give them an old asshole tester. Some women
Kevin
say,
Gates.
no, I'm just saying. I don't even want to be. I watched that shit with you and fellas. That motherfucker was talking some nasty
that's my
shit.
Boo right there.
I said, man, I hope
Kevin
you find me a motherfucker
Gates.
like him because
I got a spell on you.
that motherfucker too nasty for me. Yeah, sometimes it's like what I'm saying is in America we'll pervert things just so up.
Hey, that's the nigga crook.
I don't know what to say about the nigga. He sent me a $20, so I rang the nigga all right. I really don't talk to niggas unless they handed me some money.
Now, what's my saying? That nigga just bust me upside the head with a goddamn super shot.
Thank you, boo-boo.
Yeah, but we have to understand, man, that in America, we will pervert stuff. Somebody look up the real definition of attorney real quick. That's one of the most amazing things. Attorney. Can somebody put that up there for me? You got your phone? In America, we will pervert stuff. Type in definition, origin of the word attorney.
It must gonna be good.
It's 1010. In America, we will pervert stuff to make $1 off. You know what I'm saying? We got women feeling like they breast is for sucking and they breast is not for breastfeeding. We got women that's saying in Africa, them women be goddamn titties hanging down to their goddamn stomach. Them goddamn women don't be giving a fuck. Them women be showing their titties in public. It's like this is for the children. Almost like a woman should be like, you see how my shit hang, motherfucker. I done breastfed 10 kids. I'm proud of this shit.
You know why? So it's because they put their babies on the back, you can flip your titty over.
Yeah.
Shoulder and your baby on your back.
They do that.
Suck, man.
That's a blessing.
Easy is that?
That's a blessing. You got them long ass breastfed titties that hang. You done had 2 children. They can't wait. Oh man, well, I can't wait till I can throw my titty up here. And that baby be on your back, goddamn. And ain't no men be like, look at that ass. No, men, I don't even think men be looking at the ass like that. Men be like, look at that clit. She naked. Attorney definition. No, I want to know the goddamn origin. What's the origin of the word attorney? An actor.
What?
Yes, attorney. Attorney, a person acting, convincing. So your attorney is someone that's job is to get in fucking court and act. We live in a world where a motherfucker can get paid to act like you're innocent. I know he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like Johnny Cochran got fucking Kobe and OJ off. He won't there. We capitalize everything. Mm-hmm. We capitalize off people feeling bad. Hey, if you feel down and out, you can get Drexel 1300. Now, Drexel 1300 is known to cause I'm just depressed, motherfucker. I'm not suicidal.
Yeah.
You're going to give me a depression medicine and at the end be like, Drexel 1300 can cause liver cancer, lung cancer, braiding of the brain, infertility, and it's known to cause suicides in some people. Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. We capitalize off dysfunction. Mm-hmm. We capitalize off we got shit, probation's officer, bail bondsmen. We capitalize off this shit. Pussy creams. So America is a funny place, but in your world, it's a different world. Back in the day, grandma just be like, you itching. Stop letting that man come down there. Stop letting that man come in you if you ain't in heat. Mm-hmm. Now they can say, well, you got bacterial vaginosis, you got a yeast infection, you got HPV. Go get you a pussy cream. Mm-hmm. Shit that didn't exist. The world has changed. Yeah. And it all exists in our mind. Yeah. It all exists in our mind. I'm not gonna let a fucking depression, gas prices, none of that shit make me change how I feel. Mm-hmm. Because my hormones are being released by loving my wife, being with my wife, cooking good stuff, cutting my fruit, drinking my juice, teaching my baby her ABCs, my schedule with my baby, writing my sitcom, the things that are giving me pleasure, like Vardry said yesterday, checking that list off. When you check that list off, you get some out of that. Remember I said, create that routine. It's up to you. Remember, it's like I said, I've been trying to say these things in different ways. I said, create that routine. It's up to you. No one can decide what you put on your list to satisfy you in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I'm creating so many new things to feel good. What's this? Somebody put it up. Middle English from Old Carton. A sign from a towards a Turner. I never seen that one. But either way.
Thanks, Hot Rod.
Yeah, okay. Then Trey Prue says, one appointed or constant. The word's original meaning is a person acting for another. So
That's
that's why you
true.
don't get to talk in court. You better goddamn the right to remain in silence until you get an attorney. We don't want to hear you, motherfucker. We want to hear the actor.
Mhm.
Think about this. And when I say capitalize, so you
Put
can
the
really
sign,
get.
put the link up for TT.
Think about what I'm really saying. I was there. I shot the motherfucker. I can tell you what happened, Your Honor. No, you got to hire a motherfucker to talk and act for you. And if you broke, we're going to give you a court-appointed motherfucker to talk and act for you. And he going to tell you plead guilty. Think about that shit for a second. Now, attorneys, if the motherfucker that's supposed to act for me to get me off, he should be an expensive motherfucker that I got to pay for.
Mhm.
He shouldn't work at the goddamn courthouse.
No, and he can't know that attorney can't know you enough to act on your back, act for you.
He shouldn't work at the courthouse. He worked for the people that's trying to convict me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He works for the DA. The DA wants a 95 to 100% conviction rate.
Mm-hmm.
So he come in and tell me, I said, let me tell you what happened, man. He said, look, I know you told me what happened, but I can't act that shit out good enough. You need to go ahead and take this 5 years, plead guilty, because I ain't a good actor. I'm a court-appointed attorney. That means I just barely graduated. I ain't got no skills. I ain't got no gift of gab. I just wanted to be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna make a lot of money. Now I'm down here making goddamn $70,000 to $80,000 a year at the courthouse. Hey man, I ain't got the gift of gab. And guess what? I'm not going against the DA and lose my job for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go get you a motherfucker that costs a lot of money. And I can't afford him. Well, man, goddamn, that's your goddamn black ass.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody to talk for you. We don't want to hear what you got to say. We don't want to hear what you got to say. Ain't that some shit? The person you don't want to hear me. I could be the honor to somebody because that's a lot. The judge, attorney, you better talk to your client. That motherfucker say one more word, we gonna put his ass. You see this shit on TV every day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put the link up. I'm just all over the place now. I was just showing how in our world, you know, in our world, in our mind.
Oh, I had a thing too. I thought about when I first used to do poetry. I used to be like the Little Kim of poetry. That's what I used to call myself. That's what people used to think because I was saying nasty poetry and doing stuff. You just didn't really see that in poetry when I was
They used
first
to
started.
Fly, butterfly, go.
Yeah, I
freedom.
wasn't doing that. Actually, poets used to tell me I wasn't a poet. So I never did poetry in places with poetry. I did poetry in like clubs where regular people would be, regular people that was like going to the club and then they had like a breakout session or before the club started. And then I would be a person that they would have come in and do some poetry. And so, but once the rape happened, it changed my world. So I understood I didn't need to be on stage pulling out underwear, making eye contact with dudes, talking about these your boxers.
Yeah, you created a world for yourself. Terrence, talk to us, bro.
Hey, TT.
Yeah, buddy. Yo, this remind me of follow the yellow brick road on the yellow brick road. Like we, going to different paths, and then we have to choose. We're going to choose our paths. Almost like in our body, mind, and spirit. We gotta accept each path and stuff like that. And then it made me think about like our engines. Our engines are not the same. You know what I'm saying? Some people's engines, they, not the same, don't go the same speed. And some people got a 4-cylinder, some people got a 6-cylinder, and an 8-cylinder. You know what I'm saying? So it just, that's what it kind of remind me of, though. It's like world traveling, definitely when dealing with different people and stuff like that. It taught me a lot, though. It got me thinking about a whole bunch of past episodes and stuff like that, though.
That's what's up. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I'm gonna put a link up on our Clark Sisters
Where's your
page.
rag at, Negra? I expected you to have your rag on when you came on.
Look,
here.
I did.
Oh hell, here's a smart Negra. I hate anything more than I'm gonna tell you what I
But he
hate
kinda
more than
like-
a
he
dumb
kinda
nigga.
like-
A
One of
smart
them-
nigga.
One of them niggas over there. God
Yeah.
damn it, they don't show back up.
That nigga said breathing up all the white man's air. Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm just want to give a thank you for a couple of things. Just being able to practice like my public speaking and my delivery. That thing that we were talking about yesterday, it happened. I'm making prototypes for Buddy. I kind of saw it coming just because I think multiple moves ahead, and I was like, he's positioned himself to exit out of this very soon. And although he didn't overtly say it, he's like, yo, here's my vision. How do I make it happen? I'm like, oh, say no more, fam. I got this.
Yeah.
I'm practicing to do this my whole life.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, thanks for just giving me an opportunity to just come up and say a couple things and get used to taking my ideas from point A to point B again and doing that in public. And
Yeah. And real time. You know what, man? This is like when I was in college. I look at this as a class I'm teaching. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college, I used to always be like, fuck class. You know, I play football. I'm like, fuck class. I don't want to go to class. If I do my work, you know what I'm saying? But then when I got to grad school, it was like I wasn't playing football, but I still was like, fuck class. But you can only miss like 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like try to like plan my misses. Like, and I would just tell the professors, like, sometime in grad school, they hold your hand more than they should. And they would be like, come to class and we're going to work on the abstract together. And I didn't want to be there for that shit. I'm like, yo, I know I got a bachelor's. I know how to fucking write a paper. Goddamn, and they would just be going over the syllabus. And I used to be like, can I leave? And the professor would be like, yeah, you can leave. But if you never need any help, don't expect no help, because you want to leave. And I would leave. And then it would be a situation where I would have to present. My first time presenting, I would present so well. My PowerPoints would just be black and white. I ain't got all that shit, fancy, pretty shit. But my PowerPoint was just a bullet, and I wasn't reading from it. It was just something so you could have my thoughts. And I would present so well that the class would really, really understand me. So the professors would say, I know I told you don't have to come to class, but can you come to class more often?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, why? No, I don't want to. And
so we had an arrangement, an agreement going on.
Exactly. But what they would say was, I realized I had an interesting perspective, and the way I would ask questions or explain stuff would make what they were trying to explain a little bit. And I also, at the time, there were times I knew as a person, like, the class don't get what the fuck you just said.
Yeah.
So I'll ask the question, do you mean like an example like this? And they will be like, yeah, that's it. So they got to the point where they felt like I was helping teach the class.
Yeah, that's high empathy and being the voice of your peers, like, and just understanding your peers. And you got that. And that, man, I appreciate it. Like,
so it's like when you say you appreciate me letting you work on your public speaking, I appreciate you coming in because you're like helping me teach the class. I look at it the same way. So I you know, people will say, I've had people that not in the Blue Dot Society to just watch him out. They like, who the fuck is this guy Vajra? Who the fuck he think he is? I'm like, nah, I'm not intimidated by him. This brother got some good shit to say. He's helping teach the class. He's bringing out points that somebody else might not bring up. He bring up shit that I ain't think of. You know what I'm saying? So we all have to, like the Bible say, iron sharpens iron. So I appreciate you coming on, fam. Don't ever feel like, oh, I don't want to be seeming like I'm trying to goddamn come in whenever you want to, bro.
Look, I gotta add this though, because I've had a handful of his teachers. Listen, when I tell you, we are being taught different because of stuff he did years ago. The way he might be like, fuck it, I'm not doing no citations at the end. no work site page.
I fuck that shit.
He's
Take
like,
5
I'm gonna
points
get
off.
an A anyway. I get A work, so he know if they take 5, you know what I'm saying, to the point where they are giving us like copy and paste type of thing. We can't go outside of it. They like, we gotta hold you. They want to hold our hand. I had a teacher explain to the class why she do stuff differently. It was the story he had already told me. She told it to the class. She don't know I'm his wife. It's the first day. I'm cracking up because I know the stuff that he's so smart, but the stuff that they've seen him do is a kind of like a jab. Like, I give no fucks about this.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about all that.
The way he can help his class, he don't give a fuck in that way, because he like, y'all got y'all bachelors. Y'all should know how to do this. I shouldn't even have to be here to help y'all, but he will. You get what I'm saying? So going back to what he said to you, Vito, what I enjoy about it though is because what I realized yesterday, and you said it, you was like, you teach people where they are. So he might go bottom line, right? It might take a person sometime. It be so basic that you know what he's saying. You might not know where you fit in it at, right? So when you come up here, sometimes you might break it apart in a different way than what he's saying, and be like, oh, yeah, I can see that like that. So I appreciate when you pop in.
Yeah, I'm bottom line. I try to make it emotionally jarring to you, so you sit there like, but then you'll make it more palatable.
I like to leave people
and nicer.
lost. So as soon as I come in, I'm like, all right, I know what you thought you knew, but let me go ahead and that emotional information is trauma that I told y'all months ago. The first thing I do is shock you in a different way that you do. I'm like, all right, you had a set of facts and I see your foundation. Let me go ahead and kick this one away from under you. And that way it's super easy for me to just run over. All right, now I caught you. Now let me help you stand up properly. Yeah. And I found that that's a very quick and effective way to quickly negotiate and get people like on the same page as me. Like, all right, quickly kick that away from under you. All right, now you have no leg sweep. And now let me catch you like a dancer.
Man, like, get the fuck off the floor. Let me
Yeah. It's like we got Fit Male. Fit Male look like a goddamn like a hungry dog ready to get on. Come on in here, Fit Male. Talk to us.
Unmute yourself. Unmute.
If Audrey was a teacher, he'll be a science teacher, definitely. And I'll probably be the top of his class because I love science.
I actually taught AP chemistry at my high school. Fun fact, the original teacher went out on maternity leave, and I came from a block scheduling class where I had already finished the course. So they had me teach it with the sub there, and I had a pretty high pass on the AP exam.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to come in. This was a great class because it's interesting because I wanted to start on the breastfeeding part. I breastfed my son, and to be honest, like that, titty sucking or whatever, that turned off, and then the mom mode turned on. So it was just like, I was just looking at it as I'm feeding my son for the nourishment of his body or whatnot. But I was talking to one of my girlfriends last night, and her child has been like really sick and not sleeping well at night. And I was like, why don't you put your titty in the baby mouth so she can go to sleep and you can go to sleep, because breastfeeding provides that, the oxytocin. I might be saying that wrong, but y'all know what I mean.
I probably said the shit wrong.
Oh, okay. But
I ain't got none. you probably said it right. I say oxytocin, but I ain't got none, so you probably know better than me.
Okay. So I told her, because I was like, that really helped me when I was breastfeeding my son. When I was tired, when he was tired or cranky, I would give him the breast and I fall asleep and he will fall asleep. And she's giving her child breast milk, but she's pumping. And I'm just like, I didn't really feel that connection. Like you say, when we breastfeed our kids, we have that connection. I kind of felt that disconnect because, she's feeding the baby the bottle. So I just told her, you don't have to do what I want you to do, but just to try it. And I said, our bodies are so awesome that if your child has a cold, just by the saliva of the child, it will change the mom's milk to provide more antioxidants to get rid of that child's cold. So I was just saying, instead of going to the doctor,
read that.
Yeah, I was just saying, instead of going to the doctor, I mean, going to the doctor is great, but just add that piece that you can do as a mom and as her first doctor. give it to her to make her feel better.
So you're helping your friend's baby sleep a little bit better. How long ago did you give her that advice? Was that yesterday or was that like a couple weeks ago?
That was last night because the baby's been sick. First, she had the mouth foot gum disease or whatever, the mouth foot disease or whatever. She had that sickness first, and then I think it's flipped to like some congestion stuff where she's like coughing and she got like a lot of mucus on her chest. So that's what she is now.
So you just gave her the advice. That seems like she has some more medical stuff. Are you outside of your wheelhouse a little bit giving her that, or are you just trying to do what you can to help her situation a little bit better?
No, I was just giving her that advice because last night she just said this is the second night that the baby has been cranky. And I think we was talking around 10 o'clock. And I just said, if you breastfeed her, that will produce the hormone for both of them to get some rest.
Is she on maternity leave right now, or like?
No. She's finished with maternity leave, but I told her to go to the doctor to get an excuse so she can at least get 2 more weeks off. And I told her how to do that. So she didn't even know she could do that. And I said, yeah, I did that for myself because, we as mom, we need that. And in America, despite other countries around here, they give moms like 6 months off up to a year or whenever the mom feels comfortable to come. But in America, it's like after you drop that baby, we want you to come on back to work.
Hey, Mel, when you talk, it happened one time before. There's something happening when you talk. It's like really fucking with my ears. I don't know. Can you hear that, Vardry?
Yeah. Can you maybe lower your volume just a little bit on your
Okay.
Like just 1 or 2 notches from max.
Well, either way, family, we 30 minutes over.
Yeah, sorry.
I got an appointment I got to handle myself. I'm trying to get to the goddamn library by 10:30, but obviously I'm going to be late, but I want to be as close as my schedule as possible.
Understood.
Family, we appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.
See you soon, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, man, she said some real shit. I had read that a baby spit on a woman's nipple. That's why the way the nipple is, the baby spit will tell the nipple what's going on in it and create. Hey, man,
I didn't even know that.
We universes, man. We multiverses. Well, family, y'all know what time it is. We're going to throw them banners up here. Y'all can PayPal us at J Clock Products. Y'all can Zelle us at 919-292-5374. And y'all can send us what I like to call a mighty cash app like the OJs. We're going to get out of here with my jam, Love and War. EJ.
Yes, in the blue guy, blue heart to Vardry and Fitmail for always coming in.
But you and me are forever. When I'm hunting in these streets trying to eat. Best believe we gon' eat together. We got a thing that I can't explain, and sometimes I don't understand. But it's easy as 1, 2, 3. That's the battle of a woman and man. Love is war. Keep on breaking your heart, and you keep getting my car, but I can't see us apart. We can't stop fucking. Love is war. When we fuss and fight, you look me out the house and I'm back that night. Love is war. Pound for pound, pretty little thing we go round for love is war. You keep calling the car, and then I want you all. Keep telling me love is war. Cause I'm out all night and I sleep all day. When the weekend come, I gotta chase that game. Love is war. They say you want more time, but when I'm at home, you just shop online. When we ride on the town, you can never see me put your iPhone down. Love is war. Keep on breaking your heart and you keep getting.
I sang that bitch moving like my granddad.
Can't see us apart. You can't stop it. Love is war. When we fuss and fight, you put me out the house and I'm back that. Love is war. Pound for pound, pretty little thing we go round for round is war. You keep calling the car, I want you more. Keep telling me love is war. She says she want more time, but when I'm at home, she just shop online. Pound for pound, pretty little thing, she go round for round. You keep calling the car, and then I want you more.
You didn't know the words? Come on, help me.
Love is war. She got the keys to the safe in the house, in the range, in the car, no pay. Pound for pound, pretty little thing, we go round for round. She says she want more time, but when I'm at home, she just shop online. And when we out on the town, you can never seem to put your iPhone down. Hey, hey, love is war.
She said she see people doing the twine. I don't even know what
That's a new. That's
fuck
the
the twine is.
Isn't that something new? But you know, like your what's that? What I used to like to do?
Ooh, the wobble shit. Is it like the wobble?
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Boy.
Oh, look at Fit Mel up there on stage. Look like she's singing something, G. You know, it feels good to just jam and be your own self. I used to didn't like my voice because I felt like I didn't sound like fucking man. I got to go to the goddamn library.
Hey. Love is one plus one is two, but you and me are forever. When I'm hunting in these streets trying to eat.
That's a freestyle with no auto-tune too. I'm gonna do that shit good.
Sometimes we don't understand, but it's easy as
You gotta do the shoulder.
That's the battle of a woman and man. Love is war. Keep on breaking your heart, and you keep killing my car. But I can't see us apart.
We can't stop fucking.
Love is war. When we fuss and fight, you look me out the house and I'm back there. Love is war. Pound for pound, pretty little thing we go round for round. Love is war. You keep calling.
And he's smooth with it.
And then I want you more. You keep telling me
Baby.
love is war. From your house, your name, and your car, no fade. You still complain. 'Cause I'm out all night and sleep all day. Love is war. They say you want more time, but when I'm at home, you just shop online. Oh, when we out on the town, you can never seem to put your iPhone down. Love is war. Keep on breaking your heart, and you keep
Man, I like that shit right there.
I can't see us apart. We can't stop fucking. Love is war. When we fuss and fight, you look me out the house and I'm back there. Love is war. Pound for pound, pretty little thing we go round for round. Love is war. You keep calling the car, and then I want you more. Keep telling me love is war.
Baby.
Love is war. Love is war.
Hey,
Baby.
hey.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Y'all
do
know what
Handela.
time it is.
Together.
E handala robo sha, e shakiete, oro robo sha. Yay, sauce. Dabba do dabba do dabba do day. Baby. Y'all know what time it is. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team.